every single viral short you've ever watched was built on the exact same triggers. I'm gonna give you all of them today, plus how I get crazy views on shorts like this and edit the videos in under 10 minutes. Now, I've been lucky to have my fair share of viral shorts, and it's actually simpler than you think. Because for me, it wasn't about crazy editing, and it definitely wasn't about, bigger productions and crazier shoots, but actually just building a proven viral formula based on psychological triggers that people respond to when they're hyper scrolling looking for dopamine on the timeline. And there's one trick I use in every single short that shaves off an hour off every single edit. I'm going to show you the exact viral shorts of mine that I use, plus other creators and exactly how they're using these tactics as well. Then we're going to edit a viral short, and you'll actually be stunned how simple my process is for this. Plus, I'm going to give you the tool that literally saves me an hour per project. But anyways, let me show you the frameworks because you need this first. Viral trigger number one, the 3-second rule. Now, everybody knows this. You know this. Everyone knows the 3 seconds are important, blah, blah, blah. But don't click off the video yet because I'm going to show you how this works in practice, not just in theory. When I'm starting a short, I want there to be motion. I want there to be, something happening initially right away to grab people. And for me, if you see on the screen right now, this video, this is a perfect example of this because it's bright. I'm walking to the desk. I'm sitting down. I'm pointing at the screen. There is motion and there's things happening. Like that first 3 seconds is so important. Now check this out from Submagic's Viral Ideas tool. I use this all the time to find viral angles. This is another great example. It's literally just a laptop and a guy pointing at a chart, but the hand is so aggressive. There's a chart that's going down. There's stuff happening every few seconds. And if we can grab them in those first few seconds, they're going to give us a bit more time. Framework 2, the curiosity gap. The human brain literally cannot leave a question unanswered. If you propose a question that the video has the answer to, they're literally forced and stuck with you to just stay till the end to find out the answer. A great tactic for this is just to edit on a hook caption, like literally just a caption that proposes a question that must be answered by finishing the video. I've done this on this short here in the simplest way ever. This did 180,000 views. The hook caption is literally just saying, hey, you're going to find out the answer to the best budget laptops. Something as simple as that implementation led to 180,000 views on a short that is not impressive edit wise at all. This is another great example of this on the Submagic Viral Ideas tool. This short did 1000x. It's a 1000x outlier. It did 660,000 views, and just watch the start of it and see how he hooks people.
YouTube will not promote your channel if you don't change these settings.
There is a serious curiosity gap being created in the absolute start of that video right there. He's saying, hey, listen, your channel is basically underperforming because of these reasons. He doesn't say the reasons yet. You have to watch the video to find out the reasons. Viral trigger number 3. This is the ethical controversy. I try and use this subtly, but a little bit of controversy is important. At the end of the day, no one pauses on bland, boring takes. No one pauses on, bland, boring content. So I've done this in an interesting way using this short right here.
I shot a music video for a gang that got sentenced to 105 years in jail.
I opened that short by just saying, hey, this is a gang that I shot a music video for that got 120 years in jail. Now, that's a real come-up story of mine. I was kind of shooting music videos for anybody who would pay me back in the day. Like literally, ask no questions, hear no lies. You got the money? No problem. So we use the first 3 seconds rule because there's actually a really interesting hook there. We're using the curiosity gap because whoa, who's this gang that went to jail for 120 years? Do I know them? Who are they? Have I seen their videos before? We're creating some form of intrigue, but also it's controversial. It's an interesting angle. But if you check the comments, everybody's saying, who's the rapper? Which rapper? Do I know him? Jack, you're a Fed. How dare you tell people about this? And by the way, some people use controversy in the simplest way ever. It's almost brain dead simple how they use it. Check this short right here. It's literally a cow in a field, but just the caption is very provocative. It's like a Trump kind of political take on, MAGA ruining America, blah, blah, blah. But I wanted to show you that from Submagic's Viral Ideas tool because it's a 70x outlier and it did 230,000 views and it's literally a cow in a field. But of course, if you check the comment section, everybody's fighting each other, freaking out, and it's fantastic controversy. It's great for engagement. Final trigger number 4, algo engineering. You want comments, you want engagement. There is no viral short in history, doesn't matter how good the edit was, that didn't have a lot of engagement. The engagement is the aspect that tells the algorithm, hey, this is performing well. People are having a conversation about this. This is a good piece of content. Let's boost it further. And by the way, you can trick people into commenting. Here's how I do it. This short right here is me taking my girl to a luxury spa in Hertfordshire, the countryside of England. Now, this is a pretty famous getaway for couples, blah, blah, blah. People know about it, right? So I purposefully just misspelled where the place is. I misspelled the location. Now, if you check all the comments, everyone's spell correcting me. What's Hertfordshire? It's Hertfordshire. I'm dying over the spelling of Hertfordshire. And we get a bunch of engagement. The short goes viral, gets just shy of 500,000 views. Now, trigger warning alert. I'm going to show another example from Submagic's Viral Ideas tool. This was a 54x outlier. Trigger warning, the content may be disturbing for some of you. This right here is a short that is basically somebody going to Japan and and eating lizards, right? They eat lizards in Japan. They eat geckos, all this kind of stuff. They fry them up. Like, I wouldn't personally eat it. Some people do. It is what it is. And because this is such a controversial, interesting, kind of weird angle, you've got a bunch of comments. People are saying, oh my God, no, the poor lizard. And then the other side saying, yo, just because it's not our normal food doesn't mean you should hate on it. Maybe that's their normal food. And all of a sudden, a conversation is happening and there's lots of comments and the short goes crazy. So these tactics are powerful, and you can kind of fast track you finding viral ideas like this by using a tool like Submagic's viral ideas tool, or literally just scroll through the timeline and find shorts that have done well. Look at them from the psychological trigger angle of, hey, like, what is this provoking in people to make them want to comment? What is this provoking in people to make them want to pause on this video and give it a little bit more attention when they're actually scrolling past 99% of content? So yes, even though this video is about how to edit viral short form, I promise you, if you put like 80% of your work into the idea and the prep behind the video and the actual content and substance of the video itself, and then just 20% into piecing the content together, your videos will go more viral. All the data's out there on what's going to do well. If you're just guessing and throwing stuff at the wall and hoping it sticks, it's going to be tougher for you. Now that I've started to crack this viral formula for organic content, I also use it for paid traffic all the time as well, because the same principles that hook and create controversy and build intrigue on organic can also be used for paid ads. So check out this ad right here I'm running for my editor marketplace. It's got 140,000 views. It's done, hundreds of shares. And for an ad, that's really good. Most people don't usually share an ad. And we've kept it running for months straight because of one reason. It just prints leads. It just does great. And this is the short that I broke down at the start of the video. So let's watch the first 3 seconds again. And I'm going to show you how many viral triggers are actually playing a role in just the first 3 seconds. If you're done with hiring video editors who can't think for themselves, then this is for you. Do you see how many viral triggers are happening there at once? We have the 3-second rule happening. It's fast paced. There's a visual hook with me coming to the desk, sitting down. There's motion. There's a curiosity gap with the caption saying, hey, stop micromanaging your editors. Some editors are lazy. Some editors are not. It's creating some form of curiosity gap. There's ethical controversy because we are kind of poking the bear a bit and saying, hey, your editor is like underperforming. Stop and watch this video. We can get you a better editor. Now, you notice we've mentioned almost nothing about editing so far. The edit comes next. So let's get to it. So here's my actual process. We're in Premiere right now. I am a human being. I want to edit the video, but I don't want to lean into my like editor perfectionist side and try and do the craziest effects in the world and a rotoscope here and this there. I'm actually just going to try and focus on the content being the nuts and bolts of this. So I picked the strongest hook, and for me, that is something that leverages the first 3 seconds rule. I'm cutting out all my dead space, and really I'm just trying to get this to be like a really snappy, well-produced piece of content and piece everything together, really, really well. That's where my time should actually go. Making this a viral-worthy, snappy, punchy, not over-edited, not overdone, but just well-curated piece of content. And it's well thought out. So that's why I spend this entire video so far teaching you guys tactics. But anyways, that doesn't mean the editing should be sloppy. It needs to be well done. So I spent some solid time here assembling everything, making every word count, and just getting the fat cut out of it to make this a really rapid-fire, banger, non-stop piece of content. And also, I leverage scene changes a lot. You see how I'm jumping from place to place. There's me pointing at the screen. There's me on screen in kind of a wide angle. I'm trying to have a lot of different visual diversity just to make it an interesting piece of content to hold people's attention. But once I'm done with the edit and I go to export, this next part I used to spend about an hour on alone. Depending on like the complexity of your captions alone for me were such a big drain. No offense to the caption lovers out there. I personally don't really care that much about doing captions. Do we need them? Yes. Do I want them to look beautiful? Yes. Do I care about sitting there and assembling the text and even trying to go over to After Effects and do more advanced level captions? Hell no, I don't want to do it. So that's where I go into Submagic again. This time, not for the viral ideas tool, which we use to find the topic, but to actually process the video and get the captions looking beautiful. In fact, I do the captions and the hook title both in Submagic for every single short I do and every single ad I do. And by the way, this is a non-skipper. Like, you cannot skip captions. I think something like 80-90% of people don't watch short form with sound on. You have to have captions. They have to look good, but no one wants to spend time on that. So I export my video from Premiere and I just go straight to Submagic and I upload it. Then I go down here to the AI hook title and I position an AI hook title. For this one, I'm going to write, your editor is killing your business. Again, we're trying to create some form of intrigue, some ethical controversy, some curiosity gap. So this is where your curiosity gap and your ethical controversy principle plays a massive role. Then once I've got my AI hook title, I just go straight into captions. I click over here and I go and I pick from various different styles. Now, Submagic is constantly uploading different styles. For me, my favorite to this day, even though they're constantly adding more, is Kelly 2. I'm just a big Kelly 2 enjoyer. You can also come down here and change the color of the text so it's popping up in different colors. The specific word that's like the emphasis word is being highlighted, and ultimately it's just an extremely easy process to produce your captions, and I save so much time. Because let's just look back at the Can We Do style, which is my favorite style. Do you know how much of an effort it is, and you do because you're an editor, to position all this text around and do it correctly and just make it look aesthetically pleasing? It's a massive nightmare. So this for me was, I'd say, at least 45 minutes to an hour per project I was wasting on captions that I just have never had to do again. So big shout out to Submagic, absolutely incredible tech. And Submagic's hook, line, and sinker is edit shorts 10 times faster with AI. I actually agree with that mission statement. It helps me edit them faster. So that's my stack. It never fails me. These same 4 viral triggers combined with the sharper hook, cleaner captions, better pacing, leveraging the 3-second rule, which everyone should know about, but people don't implement correctly, leveraging ethical controversy, leveraging algo engineering where possible. If you want to be a cheeky devil or want to be a sneaky guy, coming in there, forcing people to comment, and of course, creating some form of curiosity gap with the hook title, grabbing people's attention, giving them permission to want to watch the video more for the payoff is ultimately something that has been very fruitful for me. And I promise you, if I could leave you with one thing, it's 80% of your viral video is going to come from you doing the pre-prep up front, using tools like Submagic's AI Viral Ideas, their Outliers tool, finding winning concepts and using these viral triggers and incorporating them. So then when you sit down to edit, all you have to do is piece together this well thought out, well structured, genuinely strategic piece of content that you've put together, and then rinse and repeat that, and you'll get viral videos. So with that being said, big shout out to Submagic for sponsoring today's video. I've been a user of their tool for 2-3 years now, and it's just awesome to have them sponsoring the channel now. So if you enjoyed this video, check out my other Submagic video here. You can also grab Submagic down below, and also go use these tactics, go apply them, go run wild, and I want to see you guys going viral. Cool, peace.